So hello again, everyone. Thank you for joining us today for Mortgage Builder and Be Smarties, leveraging the full power of your LOS and your POS. Before we begin the webinar today, let's start with just a few housekeeping items. We anticipate the webinar to last today about 45 minutes. We're going to plan to take questions during the last 10 minutes of the presentation. So please make sure that you add your questions to the Q&A box during the webinar and we will cover them at the end. Or you can email us after the webinar if you prefer a direct reply. We will email all the registrants a link to the recorded webinar for you to share with your other team members by request. So let's get started with our webinar today. Welcome to our Mortgage Builder Be Smarty Lunch and Learn webinar. I want to thank our Mortgage Builder and Be Smarty customers that have taken your lunch hours to join us today. We are excited to share this unique partnership and highly performing integration with you. We felt it was very important to share this new partnership with our customers in advance of our marketing of initiatives to the rest of the mortgage industry. My name is Kelly Heimbaugh, and I'm the Director of Sales at Mortgage Builder. And I'm so happy to be joined today by my co-presenter, Joe Edwards, Account Executive at Be Smarty. Hello, Joe.
Hey, Kelly. Thank you for having me. Excited to be here.
Thank you. I'm going to lead off our webinar with an introduction to Mortgage Builder. Even for our LOS customers at Mortgage Builder that are attending today, many of you may not be aware of the amazing things that have happened at Mortgage Builder in the last few months. We began the year with a new marketing reset for the Mortgage Builder brand. We launched our new website with an introduction to our new brand ambassador, MB. MB is a 2-year-old female German Shepherd. She became a part of our family and our new story under our new Constellation ownership to help lead the way in messaging our loan origination and servicing platform enhancements, as well as being a guide for our support and training materials. She even has her own webpage on our website, so we encourage you to go and read her story after our presentation today. Mortgage Builder is achieving and hitting development targets for many new deliverables in 2020. In June, we were very excited about our Mortgage Builder 6.5 release that includes our new embedded document solution with IDS, and what brings us to our webinar today with Be Smarty. Both of these major integrations are now 2 components of the Mortgage Builder ecosystem. The Mortgage Builder team is very excited about the new ecosystem that continues to build and elevate our highly functional workflow capabilities. So I'm going to do a brief overview for you. Our new partnership with Be Smarty as our preferred point of sale partnership is the best practice to start for originators to get a highly functional and interactive experience with your borrowers and your LOS teams in your office. When the Be Smarty data handoff to Mortgage Builder happens, it kicks off a new evolution of Mortgage Builder's workflow and integrations. Both Mortgage Builder and Be Smarty are partnered and integrated with the IDS and the Optimal Blue solutions. This will provide a seamless data integration between our originators and your ops teams. Joe will share with you in a few minutes the Be Smarty robust digital application with customer self-serve features like credit pull and appraisal payment. Your loan officers will have interactive access with borrowers when they need help in completing applications and answering questions. The 2-way integration between Mortgage Builder and Be Smarty updates borrowers in their Be Smarty portal with their loan status and loan conditions, along with the rate lock and credit updates that are generated from Mortgage Builder. And in 2021, there's going to be even more additional integration points in our mutual roadmaps. I'll briefly mention that Mortgage Builder has an upcoming integration relationship with Verpac, a document imaging and workflow automation technology for the mortgage industry. You're going to hear more about that in just a few weeks. This is a new integration that will capture and direct your digital document uploads from Be Smarty for file indexing with expanded functionality for OCR and data extraction capability in Mortgage Builder. In addition, these integrations are going to provide you with the same points for the Mortgage Builder proprietary loan officer portal, or surveillance, known by many of our Mortgage Builder clients on the call today. And for lenders that need all of this data to carry to a fully integrated loan servicing solution, MD and our team can provide information after the webinar for our Mortgage Builder loan servicing platform for those that are interested. All of these new solutions tie into the complete enterprise functionality of Mortgage Builder that you see here. Our goals for the 2021 roadmap is to continue to enhance all of the Mortgage Builder current functionality to provide the most complete solution in the LOS FinTech sector of our industry by building on what we've already been doing for more than 20 years. Our vendor relationships and integrations are key components of what we deliver with Mortgage Builder. And as always, client requests and needs are the key drivers for the integrations that we build and maintain for our clients. That's why our relationship with BeSmarty fits this commitment so well. And with that, I'm going to turn this over to Joe to introduce you to BeSmarty.
Thank you, Kelly. So BeSmarty is a digital mortgage platform that was created to go deeper and close faster. So conceptualized in 2006, we're actually the original founders of the modern digital mortgage. And as such, lenders across the nation have put their trust in BeSmarty to process over 1 million applications. Now, I could talk all day about BeSmarty's award-winning features, or maybe our 700 points of configuration, but I think what would be more impactful is going to be the numbers 15, 91, and 10. Now, in 15 minutes, your borrowers can go from the start of an application, make it all the way to a paid appraisal, and that'll include everything that goes in between. And 91% of the borrowers who start an application in BeSmarty are actually going to go on to finish. And finally, with the data and docs collected through BeSmarty's automated application process, your files are going to close 10 days faster than the industry average. Now, can you imagine what you could accomplish with 10 extra days per file? And what we're going to see here next, here we go. This is a great visualization of a lender having a true digital mortgage platform at their disposal. By automating the borrower's path through the application all the way to a paid appraisal, we're going to empower lenders to more or less get to the gold faster. And conversely, this would be a great visualization of lenders without BeSmarty. Now, as any good comedian can tell you, jokes tend to get more laughs when there's actually an audience. So this is going to bring us to how borrowers find themselves starting a BeSmarty application. Since our application can be embedded as a link out there on the internet, the potential for entry points are more or less endless. I'd like to list a few entry points that we've seen be very successful. First off, a website. This one is a no-brainer. You know, any borrower that goes to your website could be filling out an application within seconds. And then next up would be email signatures. So every single email that your loan officers send has the potential to become an entry point with an apply now button in the signature line. And I'd say my personal favorite would be marketing campaigns. So any social media campaign, any landing page, short form, or like a CRM drip campaign, they can all have an apply now or maybe a search rates button directly embedded as part of the experience. And earlier I mentioned I wasn't going to talk about our cool features. However, since some of our customers, these are some of our customers' favorite features, I like to think that instead of boring you with some feature details, I'm simply going to repeat some customer feedback. So the borrower loan dashboard, this is a great place for borrowers to get real-time updates as well as fulfill condition requests 24/7. Our MLO Command Center gives loan officers the tools they need to manage more loans. We've actually seen individual loan officers closing over 100 loans in a given month using the MLO Command Center. And our real estate portal, which allows real estate partners to have their own portal. It's branded to the lender's branding, and it opens up the ability to see statuses, upload purchase agreements, download conditional approval letters for these agents. And at the very least, this is going to stop real estate agents from calling the loan officer, 3 times a day asking for status updates. And As cool as everything is with Be Smarty, obviously we are only as cool as our LOS partner, and luckily we're partnered with one of the best in the business, Mortgage Builder. Our integration, it allows data to flow freely between the POS and the LOS. So if the borrower is filling out an application in Be Smarty, well, it's going to push into Mortgage Builder. And let's say a condition request gets created in Mortgage Builder, it's going to pull back to Be Smarty. And when the borrower logs into their loan dashboard, fulfills that condition in Be Smarty, as you can guess, it will push back to Mortgage Builder. And at the end of the day, Be Smarty and Mortgage Builder, we're here to empower your teams to go deeper into the mortgage process, convert higher than you thought possible, and close loans faster than ever. What you're seeing here today, this is just a glimpse of what our partnership can provide. And after we finish up, Kelly and myself are going to be ready to answer any questions you may have thought of during today's presentation.
Joe, thanks so much. Now, as we begin to kind of head toward the end of the webinar today and then head into our Q&A sessions, I want to emphasize Mortgage Builder's decision to partner with Be Smarty. The point of sale tech space is a really crowded space for the industry today. And there are point of sale vendors that Mortgage Builder will use their API to integrate with. The difference in creating this special relationship with Be Smarty is twofold. First, their tenure and technology in the point of sale space. As Joe shared, they were the founders of the modern digital mortgage. They built a product for the industry, and they've kept their eye on the prize for that exceptional borrower experience. Mortgage Builder's go-forward direction is to provide technology to our lender customers that's going to provide your companies the competitive advantage to achieve your highest origination and loan closing goals. And to do this, the second part of the relationship is the culture and team commitment to providing your companies with the very best client support and training possible. Both Mortgage Builder and Be Smarty's executive leadership teams and staffs are aligned in our methodology for our customer service commitments and the dual dedication with a make it happen approach. We know that you count on us 24/7 as your business partner, and that's what's driving the motivation at every level of the business. So thank you again, everyone, for the time today to get this preview of the Be Smarty and Mortgage Builder integration. So Joe, I'm going to let you get us started off with the questions that have come in from our audience today.
Yeah, absolutely. So it looks like the first question we have from Ian is, does the borrower automatically get notified when conditions or other info hit the dashboard? And the answer to that one is yes. The borrower will be notified via email and text notifications anytime new information or a condition request hits their dashboard. It'll let them know, hey, please log back in, you got something to work on, and provide a link that pulls them straight into their loan dashboard.
And Joe, just to follow up, can that also make notifications to the loan officers?
Absolutely. We can send out notifications to the loan officers as well, or really anyone on the internal team. So maybe an assistant or some other internal user.
Okay, perfect. And then I know we haven't had another question come in right away as of yet, but can you talk a little bit about the interactive chat feature between borrowers and their loan officers? I know in a demonstration, anybody that wants to move to a demo next will be able to see that, but maybe you could describe it for everyone.
Oh, absolutely. We have built out our own instant chat feature, plugged it into the platform. It allows borrowers and loan officers to send messages back and forth directly. And, that kind of ties back to notifications as well. Let's say the borrower sends out a chat request to the loan officer, and maybe the loan officer is, let's say, out to lunch. Well, we can send out email and text notifications as well to that user, and they can log back into the system on their phone and start chatting with the borrower and give them a hand.
All right, perfect. I noticed we had another question come in. Will this be a replacement for the Mortgage Builder provided websites that we currently give each loan officer? So our relationship with Be Smarty and the Be Smarty technology, and Joe, you can help me with this if you would like, but they don't provide the actual websites themselves. However, the digital point of sale, all of the functionality that Be Smarty provides Joe, I think you can share, can be linked into current loan officer and company websites. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And anything special around that anybody would need to know?
Well, the thing I think that's powerful with the links that we provide would be the campaigns that can be created. We have a tool that allows users to create new campaigns for new projects. So maybe you have a new marketing campaign, or there's a new website we want to get us on. We can change the standard workflow, come up with something special, maybe change some branding or what features are going to be active. And that allows almost unlimited A/B split testing to make sure that your channels are converting as well as possible.
Yeah, I think also it brings up maybe just another point is that the Be Smarty website can be completely private labeled for all of our mortgage builder customers, correct?
Correct. Yeah, we are a white labeled solution. So the branding, the logos, and the domains can all be set to match the lender's information.
And that's all tied to our joint implementation work as we do the project mapping for the clients. So Joe, I think this question's coming in for you. Which CRMs do both Be Smarty and Mortgage Builder integrate with? I'll let you start there.
Yeah, definitely. So right now, we are integrated with 3 CRMs that the work is finished up. That would be Velocify, Salesforce, and Accelerate. And we have a few other ones that should be coming soon. So we'll have more details in a few weeks as we wrap up the integrations.
Perfect. And as far as Mortgage Builder, we don't have any formal integrations that are built. We do have data exports that our clients export to for some CRMs that are there. However, there are some both external, some vendors that we're looking at for some CRM relationships. And then, of course, as I mentioned earlier, our drivers for integrations really come from our clients. But then also under our new Constellation family of companies, some of our sister companies under the Constellation group have some CRMs that we are actively looking at as far as integration for new offerings as well. So Joe, I think that right now we don't have any additional questions, but I've got a couple of things that I'm going to ask just because they're things that I love about Be Smarty, if you wouldn't mind to share.
Oh, not at all.
So one of the areas I'd like for you to talk about, which, I mentioned a little bit one of the things that we love with the digital application is the ability to order credit and some of those other services. But can you speak specifically to that and then also to some of the verifications that can be self-serviced by the borrowers when they apply?
Definitely. We're able to pull in a lot of information from various sources. So we can do, as you mentioned, the credit pulls are something that can be done through our system. We're able to do verification of assets as well as other D1C reports like verification of income, as well as bank statements and other things that we can pull directly into the platform with the borrower authorization. Additionally, we can pull in things like the product and pricing engine results, AUS results, even the initial disclosures can be, lights out, triggered by the borrower, reviewed and e-signed all from within our platform before that appraisal payment gets made.
Perfect. And then I always love this question that's come over because it actually it looks like we've piqued some attention in the webinar today is what is the additional cost of the application? So I'll take that one on because in this partnership with Be Smarty, Mortgage Builder Mortgage Builder has created a relationship to make Mortgage Builder the reseller for the Be Smarty application. So if you want to move forward after we demo the product and show you how the integration works with Mortgage Builder, we would really basically create a professional service or a statement of work engagement for a couple of different things. One would be to price the product for you. It is priced on a per closed loan basis, and that is a very unique part about the relationship and the vendor partnership that Be Smarty worked with us on. We had explored and have talked to other point of sale vendors, and they really are more interested in just getting the numbers rather than the quality of the borrowers. And so they really charge on a per application basis. And so with our special arrangement with Be Smarty, this will really align with our current closed loan pricing model that all of our customers at Mortgage Builder have today. So uniquely, through the Be Smarty partnership, you will only be charged for loans that close through the Be Smarty platform where the applications are taken. Now, as for specific pricing, and everybody would love for me to answer that exactly, and I wish I could, but it does vary on a customer basis. Some of it varies really because Be Smarty has worked with us on 3 levels of the offering, which we can all go through in a demo depending on which portions of the services that you need. But earlier today, just to clarify, most everything that we have talked about here today as far as the verifications, the credit pulls, the appraisal payments, and the full integration, those would be covered in our base offering that we have. And then there's some additional things that Be Smarty offers. One of those is allowing the borrowers to be able to receive their disclosures. That's really going to be a second phase of our integration that will come just after the first of the year. So I guess what we would say is if we've piqued your interest today, the next steps would be just to reach out to Joe and I know that we have our contact information down on the next slide. So we begin to wrap up today. Chris, thank you. I think that from here, if you're interested in moving forward with a demonstration, then feel free to reach out to me through the sales department or reach out to Joe directly. Again, we can provide you this information. Aaron Bergmeyer and our support team can also provide you this contact information along with Paul May on the account management side. So we would love to be able to share it. Hey, Joe, real quickly as we finish up today, can you just give because one of the things that's very, very different about Be Smarty, and we just have a couple of minutes, is could you share a little bit too about how unique and highly functional the Mortgage Loan Originator Command Center is in Be Smarty? Just a quick overview.
Absolutely. That MLO Command Center that Kelly just mentioned, it's really our back-end portal, which is a home for loan officers especially, but also loan officers, assistants, and other internal users that would need access. And what it's doing is opening up a lot of tools for the loan officers. It's going to allow them to do things like run pricing, run credit, run AUS, review documents, really manage each file. And it'll have a really good pipeline view for loan officers where they can keep track of every file they're currently working on and make sure they're doing everything they need to drive these files to closing.
Perfect. Well, thank you for that. And that's, again, that's one of the unique things. As we mentioned, as I mentioned earlier in the webinar, we want to be able to provide you with a solution fully integrated with Mortgage Builder, but not just because of the integration, but because it really is truly going to give your borrowers the very, very best experience. It's going to give you the very best customer response because your loan officers are tightly connected to their borrowers and everything that's going on. And with all of that, everyone on the team, both internally and externally in your offices, are receiving those updates and real-time collaborative data that is exchanged between the two solutions. So with that, if there aren't any more questions that have come in, we just want to thank everybody for giving this half hour of your time for us today to be able to do this presentation of the new integration. And we very, very much look forward to hearing from you and setting up individual demonstrations for your company so that we can answer your specific questions. Joe, thank you again, and thanks to the Be Smarty team for helping us put this together.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Kelly.
All right, everyone, go off and have a good day, and we will talk to you soon.